trying to figure some things out myself, you know. But I'm super excited to be here. Excited to have a role in this, have a piece in this puzzle. A lot of good guys around here. This facility is beautiful. So I'm just excited to be here, man. There's nowhere I'd rather be. So anyway.
Questions for TJ?
Did you have a sense the trade was coming, or did it catch you by surprise?
No, I kind of knew. I had a little idea. So I didn't expect here, but obviously super excited to be here, honestly. So right when I got here last night, it was like this is pretty sweet. So like I said, just excited to be here for real. So.
Having been in the division the past few years, like, have you gotten to know any of the guys in the Vikings locker room, or does that make it easier to kind of transition onto a new team?
Yeah, I know a few of the guys, you know, especially on defense, you know, just being an offensive player, you know, Harrison obviously, and you know, guys. When you're in the division, you play them twice a year. You know, you obviously kind of get to know their role, you know, and what they do in the scheme, and you know, it's kind of cool to be here and actually see it. You know, just being in walkthrough and you know, seeing it again. I've been in Detroit for 3.5 years now, so it was like it was interesting seeing it from this perspective. So it was kind of cool.
What's been your perspective on Kirk Cousins, and what are your expectations when it comes to playing with him?
Yeah, you know, I've been here for half a day, but obviously, you know, just first impressions, he's a great dude. Super communicative. You know, just a great guy to have in the locker room. You know, just a guy that can lead a team somewhere. You know, and that's really what we're here to do is go somewhere and win some games. And so, you know, that's kind of the first time we've been able to say that. So I'm pretty excited. I really am. So it's cool to be here. It's cool to have him at QB, and you know, I know what he can bring to the table. We were always worried about him on the other side of the ball. So just super excited for sure.
TJ, what will the process be now of getting up to speed on this offense, and how much crossover is there from this scheme to that one?
Yeah, I'm grinding. You know, I got in last night. I gave him my iPad, and you know, who knows? I'm trying to learn this offense as much as I can. You know, obviously there's a lot of ins and outs to it, but football's football. You know, I've been in this. This will be my 4th offense now that I've been in throughout my career, and so just learning new terminology. You know, football is, you know, there's outside zone, there's schemes, there's route running, there's concepts. You know, it's just what you call it. So it's really just learning a new language, and I'm trying to learn that as fast as I can for sure.
What were your first impressions of meeting Coach O'Connell and some of the other coaches here?
You know, super ecstatic. I walked in and it was, you know, him just smiling and just having a sense of presence. You know, him being from LA and knowing Stafford, and you know, my connection with Matthew, and you know, it's just kind of that same the same vibe and the same. You know, Matthew was such a very, you know, smart dude. One of those guys that you love to be around, and you know, that's exactly what I got from Coach Hockenson. And so it was like, it was very familiarity, a lot of comfort, you know, and so it was super cool to meet him. I'm excited to be here for you know, and play under that guy. So.
TJ, what's your process in learning a new playbook, and how much do you expect to know by Sunday?
I expect to know as much as I can. I expect to know the game plan, and is really, you know, the expectation of myself. But on the same hand, you know, it definitely takes a little time, and it takes a lot of grinding, a lot of being able to hear it. You know, because it's one thing to be able to see it on paper, and you know, say, okay, oh yeah, I got it. But then you hear it, and you have to mentally decipher, you know, everything. It's a different story, you know. So it's definitely a process, and I'm starting to, you know, listen. We're 1 install in, you know. There's 3 throughout the week usually. So I'm just trying to take it day by day, and you know, I'm swimming, but that's a good thing.
What was it like coming in today? Like your kind of first day of school, like any nerves?
Yeah, I feel like a rookie again. You know, it's new faces all over. You know, everyone's introducing themselves to me, and you know, I'm gonna have to learn names as I go, because there's so much, you know, I was saying earlier, it's like drinking from a fire hydrant. Really, it's just everything's flowing at me, and but listen, it's a good thing, and once we get comfortable, there's no going back. So. Yeah.
TJ, with the players that they have here, Justin Jefferson, Calvin Cook, now throwing you in the mix, where do you think this offense can go from here?
I don't think there's any telling. I think you got a lot of key guys, and a lot of guys that are, Thielen, you got JJ, you got Dalvin in the backfield. Now I'm just here to make a piece and be able to help those guys. JJ expands the field. They're trying to play too high and leave safeties, but it's like if I can do something in the middle of the field and make them get out of that, and it just opens up everybody. It's complementary football when you have players like this. Just being able to really put stretch on the defense and stress them any way you can. So I think that's something you'll have to ask another defense for sure.
You're known for your pass catching. How would you rate yourself as a running back?
Listen, I've always prided myself as a 3-down tight end. Always been wanting to, do everything that I can at the position in order to help the team. Whether that's, pass blocking, whether that's run blocking, whether that's going on a route and making a play. I've always been able to be in the game and try to be in it for all 3 downs, and so that's no different here. I'm just trying to get to learn it, to start, and then be able to figure out the fundamentals that these guys teach and everything. It's different every offense you're in, so just little minor details like that. But yeah, listen, I've always prided myself as being a 3-down guy.
Did you watch a lot of NFC North football growing up, and kind of just what does your family think about this move?
Yeah, I'm from Iowa, so this is only 4.5 hours from my parents, and it's really cool because my parents, they go to every game, so they kind of cut the drive in half for them, so they'll be out in Washington this weekend, see me in purple for the first time. But my dad grew up a Minnesota fan. His room was painted purple and yellow, so it's kind of hitting home for sure. But I'm excited to be back in the Midwest. They call Michigan the Midwest, but this is really the true Midwest. So I'm excited to be here for sure.
Do you know who your dad's favorite football is?
I'm pretty sure it's Adrian Peterson. That's most of those guys, right?
Is your hometown, like, as far as the allegiances is it pretty split, like Vikings?
Yeah, so I'm from southern Iowa, so it's a lot of Vikings, it's a lot of Green Bay, it's a lot of Kansas City, so it's kind of whoever you ask in the town for sure. But listen, it's a lot closer to a lot of people that I grew up with. I know when I played here, 3-4 weeks ago, whatever it was, I had to get like 30 tickets. So we can't make that a habit, but there's going to be a lot of people here. So super excited.
What's it like to go from 1-6 to 6-1? Does that give you a renewed sense of
Yeah, I saw the memes. Today. Yeah, it's cool. It's like I said, I'm excited to be a part of a program that we can do something with, and we're looking beyond 17, and looking down the road for sure. So I'm just excited to we got to take it week by week, obviously, too, and win the next one. But listen, there's no telling where this place can go, and I'm just trying to be a piece of that.